So after the four of us escape the backrooms, and Frosty, we then call it a day and hope tomorrow we can go to Freddy Fazbear's. So after saying goodbye to my friends, I head to the hotel to meet them the very next day. As I check in, I head to the elevator and wound up on a floor where my room is not. So as we walk into the quiet hotel, we feel like there's an entity compelling us to go through those doors. So as we continue our first run, it goes pretty smoothly. Doors and doors, it's almost like repeating time itself. But every door I go through, my desire to uncover the truth grows stronger throughout. I eventually make it to door 50, which is where you have to find 8 books, find a paper with shapes, and match the 8 books to the paper to get a code to exit door 50. After escaping, we continued our journey, getting to door 100 and escaping this godforsaken place. Hi there, Future Lugee here. I bet you're wondering why on door 51 the whole gang wasn't there. That's because when I did attempt 1, it was before the update on doors. Don't worry, every attempt after this one is the updated version, so enjoy the rest of the video. So as we continue going through every door, conquering the entities that lie in the hotel, I get closer and closer to the very end of my very first attempt. Until it happened. I died to ambush. I was so close yet so far away. And after getting so far on my very first attempt, I took a month break to build up my confidence to try again. So after coming back to the game, I realized that there was a new massive update known as Doors plus Hotel. I knew I was in for a treat after being gone for a month, returning to my ultimate demise. So as I started the game, getting to door 0, attempt 2 started. Doors and doors, blah blah blah. Let's get to the new stuff while we're here. There's a new Seek animation, figure animation, and we have a whole new gang of friends. We have Red from Angry Birds, Papyrus from Undertale, and Best Boy, Jeff. Anyway, let's continue going through more and more doors and eventually get to the 90s. See, I mentioned this because in the new update, when you get to door 90, you enter the garden, which is an entirely new area with new items that can attack you in the pitch black room. I was new to this, of course, and eventually I paid the price. I died to Rush after almost making it into the closest looking coffin. I wanted to quit so bad after getting so close, but realized I already went on hiatus for a month and must finish what I started. So I continued. As we moved on to attempt 3, a lot of similar things repeated. Screech was a pain in the ass, doors, Rush, more doors, we got through Seek, even more doors. When the hell will we... Oh, we made it! Well, as we walked into door 50 and encountered figure, we did what any normal doors gameplay would be. Collect books, avoid figure, collect more books, die... Wait, what? After misclicking W instead of Q, it led to my death, sadly ending at my 3rd attempt. These 3 attempts have changed the way I would play. The first 2 attempts were the closest I've ever been, and as if my run in a marathon would finally end. I needed to keep going. I've wanted to give up on this video so many times, but I just couldn't. I wanted to try one more time. This final run, I would give it my very all. So for the final attempt, we started back at room 0 and confidently moved on through the rooms. We had the usual entities like Rush and Screech and kept moving. I found lighters and lockpicks, which would be a good find for the attempt. As we continued, we made it to room 31. We encountered Seek and successfully made it with no casualties. Door by door, we slowly advanced, getting to door 50. I played it very carefully. I feared dying the same way I died in attempt 3, and did anything to prevent it from happening again. Getting the 8 books and code and safely getting to door 52, where I would buy a crucifix and flashlight. If you don't know what a crucifix does in the game, it does this. But along the way on door 63, I forgot what room I was on and almost died to Dupe, which is an entity who basically tests the player on whether they know what room to proceed to, and if you get it incorrectly, you lose 50 to 60% of your health. I was filled with so much fear now that I was vulnerable to Screech and to like 20 Timothys. But I moved forward and continued to door 70 and completed the Seek Chase Phase 2 and was relieved the final attempt was still alive. But when I got to door 82, the luckiest thing happened to me. And I'm talking about a lot of luck. But I was in a room where I needed to avoid ambush, and it was coming back and forth until I walked out and he was coming into the room. I was so lucky I had the crucifix on my hand because I triggered it as I went out, saving me from dying. Immediately I had flashbacks on my very first attempt when I died to ambush the same way. I thanked the crucifix and continued my journey to beat this game once and for all. Before getting to door 90, I encountered a glitch for the very first time, and it scared the living hell out of me. I made it to door 90 where I would then enter garden territory and would need to constantly be on guard. I successfully made it with no casualties and finally made it to door 100. I've been trying so hard to even reach this point, and now that I was here, I needed to give it my all and end this. So as I walked in and opened the door and triggered the figure, I played it safely. I slowly needed to get 10 power cubes to power the elevator and get out of this hotel. And I slowly but surely achieved that. And next thing I know, I'm playing a power game. And figure was chasing me all the way into the elevator, and I finally escaped. I finally beat it and ended it. I've spent 4 attempts trying to beat this game and I finally achieved it. I gave it my all and it paid off. I made it and successfully completed Doors Plus Hotel. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this chaotic journey. And if you want to see more content like this, then be sure to like and subscribe and help me get to 300 subscribers. You're still here? Well, I'm just wrapping up the video with a thank.
Hello. Do not panic. It's just me, Guiding Light, borrowing his body for a message for you all. This is a warning. Lugee is in danger. I bet you're curious about what is going on. There's an anomaly in the hotel that leads to an alternate universe. Curious Light is there and is trying to permanently take Lugee's body. As long as he does not open the lock, everything should be okay, and Lugee would be safe. So whatever you do, watch out for him, okay? Something is off. Someone is here, or something is here. He's here. I don't know how, but he is. Whatever you do, do not go into